So it is Wednesday, January 29th, and I don't have anything to do that requires me leaving the house today. So I was like, let me just read today and do a vlog. So this is going to be either a just today vlog or a vlog of the rest of the week. I have yet to decide. I do kind of want to read for most of the day today, but I still have certain obligations that I have to fulfill. So let's get into the books that we're interested in reading today. Most likely, I'm going to set a timer for myself. I'm thinking I want to read for at least 6 hours today. That sounds extremely doable. So let's get into it. Oh, I wonder if I should do a number generator chooses how long I read for the day. Let's do that, actually. So, how many hours? So we want to do 1 through, let's say 8 is the max for today. Okay, so I've got the random number generator up. I want to read for at least 3 hours today. So I changed the minimum to 3, maximum is going to be 8 hours. So let's spin and see what it says. 4 hours. Okay, I kind of feel like I might be into fantasy romance right now. And so because I'm feeling like I might be into fantasy romance, I might be getting into my TBR for February because, I mean, it's January 29th. It's basically already February. And so Phantasma is on the docket. Before I can even get into reading, let me tell you guys what are the plans, the non-negotiables for the day. So it is currently 10 a.m. and my to-do list for today goes as follows. I do want to crochet for 1 hour today. And what else? I have to work out today. I have to wash bedding today. And then I already have dinner together because we're having leftovers from last night. So other than that, I can read all day long. So before I get into reading, I am going to start on a couple of the chores. So I want to work out so that I get that out of the way. And the second thing that I want to do is I want to wash bedding because I'm washing our comforter today and that takes forever to dry. So I need to hurry up and put it in the washing machine. So let's get into those things and then I'll catch back in with you guys once I have done the things that I need to do. Bye. We just went on a walk and say I acted a plum fool towards the end of my walk, didn't you? Say you were trying to chase squirrels and we had to cut it short because you weren't listening. Yeah, I did put the comforter in the washing machine, took her for her walk, worked out, and now it's time to read. Literally just finished the first chapter and so far I'm really liking the writing. I'm very intrigued by the story and yeah, so good sign. I think that I made the right decision when I chose to pick this book up. Okay, so I've been reading for about a little bit over 30 minutes and I am going to take a little bit of a break because it's hella windy outside right now, and Gracie keeps on barking, so it's breaking my concentration. That's number one. Number two, I'm getting hungry, so I'm going to warm up some of the leftovers from last night, and then I also am going to take the comforter out of the washing machine. So those are the plans. Really liking this so far. I think I am on either chapter 2 still, or no, I just started chapter 3. And like I said, I'm liking the writing a lot, and I'm glad that I decided to read this book. So I'm liking the story, but I have no idea what time this takes place in. It's giving like maybe like early 1900s, late 1800s, but I have no clue. The main character, Sister Genevieve, has a potty mouth. There's lots of cursing, but they're talking about balls and stuff, and so like I said, I don't really know what time this would take place in. But other than that, and that's not even really like, I'm not being super bothered by that at all. I'm just curious. But yeah, I'm enjoying this book quite a bit, actually. I have 3 hours and 20 minutes left of reading as of right now. So let me get back into this. Okay, so I have read for officially about an hour and 10 minutes so far today, and I'm on page 54. And like I said, I'm liking this book. I can already tell though that I am pretty certain Genevieve is going to work my nerves, because I have a theory about something that she may or may not have done, because she seems a little, I don't even want to say, but I am enjoying this. I'm going to take a little bit of a break though. Okay, so it is a little bit after 7:30 now, and I have not gotten a lick of reading done. After I filmed that clip, I did end up talking to my grandma on the phone, and then I did some other stuff. I don't even remember what the other stuff was that I did, but ultimately at around like 5, I decided to take my Christmas decorations down that were up. As you can probably tell in the background, it looks different than it did earlier today. I took the Christmas decorations down, and then I also changed some stuff around. So yeah, I am going to start reading very soon though. So I'm still reading Phantasma, and I've got almost 3 hours left. Not quite 3 hours. Actually, let me pull up my timer on my computer. I have 2 hours and 49 minutes left. I just think that it's so funny. Like our main character is like down bad. Like there is no way. Okay, I'm on chapter 13 right now, and she's having clearly a dream where she's fantasizing about what's his name, Blackwell, or whoever this mysterious creature is who is in this house. She's fantasizing about him, and I'm just like thinking in my head, there's no way in hell. It doesn't matter how attractive and sexy this creature phantom thing is. There's no way I'm having a spicy dream while I'm trapped in a hellish house where ghouls come out in the middle of the night and leave bloody footprints all over my bed and take their gnarled hands and scratch my arm with. Our girl is a little thirsty, but it's okay, you know. I was gonna say we've all been there, but I definitely have not been in this specific predicament. Yeah, I'm still enjoying it a lot, but I just thought it was funny. I'm like, girl, I would be having nightmares. I wouldn't even be able to sleep, and you are having a spicy dream about this mystery ghost man demon thing. I just think that that's hilarious. Okay, back to reading. I have about an hour and 30 minutes left. Okay. Okay, so it is almost 11 o'clock and I finished my 4 hours of reading for the day. So like I said, I was really reading very slowly for probably the last hour. I think that I reread one page like 5 to 10 times because I had started to fall asleep. I had to start eating chips and salsa so I would stay awake, but I did it. So I'm on page 156 and still enjoying it. Things have happened, but really not much, to be honest, in the grand scheme of things. So I'm curious to see where this book goes. I think that I'm going to do another one of these tomorrow. So this will probably end up being like a couple of days long. And I don't know if I'm going to finish out the week. What's today? Today's Wednesday. I might do it to Sunday, but we'll see. So I will check back in with you guys in the morning to figure out, you know what? No, let me not do that. Let me figure out how many hours I need to read tomorrow now so that I can plan. So I have it for the same amount of hours. So the minimum is 3 hours. The maximum is 8 hours. So let's spin the wheel. Please don't be 8. Please don't be 8. Please do not be 8. What is that? Okay. 5 hours. Okay, so we have to read for 5 hours tomorrow. So let me put that in my reminders for tomorrow morning to make sure that I don't forget. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow morning. Bye. So this is my in-laws dog. His name is Onyx. Yeah. Say hello. Say hello to everybody. So, take these off. It is, I don't even know what time it is, actually. 2 o'clock? 3 o'clock? It's almost 3 o'clock. And I have gotten no reading done so far today because we've been out and about all day long. And to be honest, I'm probably not going to get much reading done while Onyx is here because having both dogs in the house overstimulates me. Basically, I'm probably not going to get any reading done until sometime in the afternoon. I'm going to try to start reading at like 4 o'clock because I really don't want to be up past 11 o'clock like I was, or past 10 o'clock like I was yesterday. So we'll see. We'll see. So it is 6:30 and I'm finally sitting down to start reading. I can guarantee you though that I'm most likely not staying up until what, 11:30 to finish my 5 hours today. I will probably be putting some hours onto tomorrow, but we're going to try our damnedest to get as close to 5 hours as possible. I'm trying to remember where I left off. I think that I made it to like page 130 maybe. Let's see. Oh, I made it to page 156. Let me just get into reading. So I'm gonna So I have allegedly, according to the timer, been reading for about 45 minutes. It says that I have 4 hours, 15 minutes, and 24 seconds left. Now, have I actually been reading for that whole time? No, I have not. Excuse me. I had to take Gracie out to go potty. Then when I took her out to go potty, I was like, ooh, I kind of have to use the bathroom. So I did that. Oh my God, did I bring my water back in here? Please say I did. I didn't. I'm gonna have to get back up to grab my water. I filled up my water bottle and forgot to bring it back in here. What else did I do? Oh yeah, when I went to the bathroom, I looked at these 2 braids and saw that they were way loose. And so I redid these 2 braids. Now, I have still read 30 pages, okay? So for how distracted and how up and down I've been off of this couch, I still have read 30 pages, so pat myself on the back for that. And still enjoying this book. I will say though, I feel disconnected from the romance. Like, I feel very connected to her relationship with her sister. I feel very connected to the competition. But as far as the romance goes, I don't know what it is. It's like, I feel like the author is like going through the motions of like what should be happening with like the romantic aspect of it, but like I'm not feeling the spark. There's not like the zhuzh that makes me like super intrigued and connected. And maybe part of it is because I have read some dark romance recently. Like I read what was that? I read Voracious was Insatiable by Lee Rivers last week or the week before last. I can't remember exactly. And that book was like so direct with the romantic content, and there was like a lot of tension that was built up. And this, I just don't, maybe that's what it is. I feel like there's like very little tension built up between them. I don't know, like I feel disconnected from the romance, but like I said, I feel connected with everything else in this story. So far so good. If I'm not connected to the romance, whatever, at least there's like decent plot in this book, and the story is interesting, and I'm liking all the, well, she's completed the second trial at this point. So I like the trials aspect of it. So yeah, I am going to continue reading. My internet is being stupid. Comcast, my internet for the past couple of days keeps on, maybe is it throttling where like, I don't know, it sucks at night. It was out earlier this morning too. So, oh, it's back. Okay, just as I was talking crap, let me be quiet. Okay, so I'm going to restart my timer in a minute. I'm going to keep on reading, but I have to grab my water bottle because your girl's thirsty. I'm parched. So it is Friday morning at 8:49 a.m. And yesterday me was a little irresponsible. Yesterday me was a little distracted. And she may or may not have gotten sucked into watching, like, you know, a Kenny JD video, and then possibly watching, what is that podcast called? Here for the Clout podcast. She may have gotten a little bit distracted and may or may not have only read for an hour and 9 minutes. So today I have to pay for my past self's irresponsibility. So I have to read for 3 hours, 51 minutes today, but I also still have to roll for the day. So I'm hoping that we get 1 hour. Let's hope for 1 hour. Are you freaking kidding me? Trying to think of how I should go about preparing myself for this, because I was really thinking that I was going to get 1 or 2 hours. I'm really a little thrown off by getting 4. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to get up, I'm going to change, I'm going to get myself comfortable, and then I'm going to get into this book. Okay, Ophelia is pissing me off because if Blackwell is telling you to summon him the moment that you enter, summon him the moment that you enter. This is the either second or third time in these trials, I'm on trial number 4, by the way, that he has told her, girl, the moment you step in there, call for me. And she steps in there and she just looks around at everything that's going on. I'm like, bitch, once you step in there, you should be going, Blackwell, Blackwell, Blackwell. What is not computing? What is not computing? Where are the survival skills? Where are they? Because if she gets hurt, we all know what happens if she gets hurt. So that's all I have to say. I'm still liking the book a lot. I still like Ophelia's character, but get it together, girl. Okay, so I've got 4 hours and 50 seconds left in reading right now. I'm 471 pages, I think. Yeah, 371 pages in. So I've got a little over 100 pages left. It is the next morning and it is a little bit after 10 a.m. So last night I ended up, sorry, I'm gonna do this later. I'm trying to rate this book. So last night I ended up getting caught up to about 2 hours and 30 minutes left for the day. And this morning when I woke up, I started to read soon after I woke up, and I did end up finishing Phantasma. I'm giving this a 3-star rating. It would have been a 4-star rating, but after the events of level 7 on to the end of the book, I felt like it was just a lot of like plot convenience that was going on. And the more I read and the more that the story kind of relied heavily on the characters' love for each other, I had to take star points away because I was not connected to the love story. I was not connected to the romance. And to me, these characters should not feel this deep sense of love for each other where they're making all these sacrifices for each other. I just didn't connect with it. I didn't feel it. I think part of the reason why I didn't connect with the romance is because towards the end, like I said, after the events of level 7 going into level 8, I started to notice with certain interactions that the characters were having that I felt like the characters, though they are adults, like Ophelia is supposed to be in her mid-20s. I think she's like 23 or 24 years old. She read like a teenager though, and all of the characters read very, very young and immature. And I think that maybe that's why I had a hard time connecting to the romance, because I felt a little bit uncomfortable. I skipped a lot of the spicy scenes because they made me feel a little bit uncomfortable, because even though she was 23, 24 years old, she seemed very young. She read very young. And so did, honestly, the love interest. Like, everybody seemed very immature, basically, is what I'm saying. And a lot of the, like, these old ancient beings, the devils that were in this game, and all of the other supernatural creatures also read very immature. So yeah, but I did like this book nonetheless. That's why it's getting a 3-star. The ending also, because like I said, I was going to give it a 4-star, but the ending also just, it ended very conveniently and kind of was tied with a bow. I thought that there was going to be more lead up into what the series was going to be about, because there is a second book coming out in April called Enchantra. I think it comes out April 8th of this year. And yeah, I just wasn't a huge fan. Felt like time was not spent wisely towards the beginning of the book, especially when it comes to how meaningless certain plot points ended up being, specifically Ophelia's end of the bargain that she was supposed to meet, that she never actually, well, she did technically end up meeting it, but it's kind of a flub that she did meet it, and her lack of urgency to get that thing done, because she'd be like, oh, I'm gonna wander around the mansion for a little bit to see if I can find a clue, and a day will pass and 2 days will pass, and then she's just making out and having sex and like, oh, well, maybe I should start looking for this thing. I'm like, girl, don't, like, the stakes are pretty high if you don't find this thing. So, whoops, I accidentally did 4 stars. I want 3. So yeah, it's a 3-star read. I'll probably end up reading the next book. So right now I still have, after finishing Phantasma, I still have 1 hour and 45 minutes left from yesterday. So I feel pretty good about that. It's not like, what did I have left over from the day before yesterday? Was it like 5 hours? Something crazy like that. I was supposed to read for 8 hours yesterday. Anyway, so I am going to spin the wheel today. Okay, that's not bad. Very doable. So we have an extra 3 hours that is added to our time. So I'm gonna go ahead and add the 3 hours. So it's My timer is at 1 hour, 45 minutes, 13 seconds. So I will update that to be 4 hours, 45 minutes, 13 seconds. Okay, good morning. So it is Sunday morning and I got my nails done yesterday. I got my Valentine's nails done. Are they cute? That one has a little girl on it and this one has a little boy on it. I thought it was really cute. My nail tech, she did it. And I was out of the house like all day yesterday. So from like 2 o'clock until like almost around 8, I got home. So I did not get my reading done yesterday. I did not read at all. So yeah, today we are going to be making up the hours from yesterday.
So today was supposed to not be like a super, busy day, but it ended up being so. I think it's just Sunday is usually my like reset day, and for some reason like I thought that I would have more downtime than I did, but I was doing a lot of stuff. So this week ended up not being the perfect week to do this, but I feel like there's never really a perfect week to try to randomly choose how many hours you're going to read every day. So, yeah, but, oh, there was something else I was going to say. Oh, I'm listening to the X Hex by Aaron Sterling. I actually started a free trial of Everend. We'll see if I like it. I can always cancel it if I don't like it. So yeah, that's what I'm going to listen to. I'm going to take a shower. I'm going to probably start crocheting and I might even like lay in bed or something because I really don't feel good. I've got like, it's like a sinus pressure headache. So maybe a shower will help and I can put the humidifier on in the bedroom. That actually sounds like a good idea. So I will probably check back in with you guys in the morning to wrap this video up once I have finished listening to my 4 hours and 45 minutes.
So that last video clip that you guys just saw is from about a week ago. So recapping that. After that clip, I did end up listening to the X Hex on audiobook through Everend, and I listened to about 2 hours of it. So for the first, like, I'd say like hour and a half or hour and 45 minutes, I listened to it while I was doing other stuff around the house. And so I wasn't really paying too much attention to the narration. It wasn't until I sat down and started crocheting that I noticed that the narration was a little off. The cadence of the narration was really weird. There were emphasis on very strange words. It just, something was very off about it. And so it was really bothering me. I couldn't get over it. And I decided to look at the reviews because after I did that, I noticed that it had poor reviews on Everend. And so I was like, strange, because I know a lot of people like the X Hex, and it's because of the audiobook narration. A lot of people were saying that it's terrible narration, and I would have to agree. It's like kind of AI-esque narration. Don't know if it is actually AI or not, but you'll notice that it's going to be a theme in me talking about my Everend audiobook listens. So I listened to that. I ended up DNFing it because I couldn't get over the narration. Then I learned from my mistakes. I listened to the sample of Slow Dance. Slow Dance is a book that I had been really excited for because I really like Rainbow Rowell's adult literature. It's not really romance per se. A lot of it, I guess it has romance elements to it, but it's more of just like chick lit fiction. And so I was looking forward to Slow Dance. I listened to the sample, which was about 6 chapters, I want to say, and I was okay with it. And I was not doing anything while I was listening to it. I did notice like towards like chapter 5 and 6, like once the male main character's voice was coming in. By the way, the male main character's voice was still voiced by the same female narrator. She just changed the tone of her voice. I started to notice that this audiobook too has this like weird uncanny valley AI-esque sort of cadence. Specifically the male main character's voice was very monotone, inflections on weird words, stuff like that. And I really tried to soldier through it. And I did in fact soldier through it long enough to finish my 4 hours and 45 minutes of reading time that I needed to make up for Saturday. So actually, I think that clip, I think I said that it was on Saturday. I don't remember if I finished the audiobooks on Saturday or if it was on Sunday. I don't remember. But I did in total listen to Slow Dance for about 2 hours and 45 minutes. I listened to the X-Hex for about 2 hours, making it 4 hours and 45 minutes of listening time. DNF'd both of those. I will definitely be checking both of those books out in the future, just not on Everend. So I did try my free trial of Everend. I canceled it. I did the like 3 unlocks per month trial. I used those 2 unlocks. I guess I'll try one more to see if, just to use that unlock because I have it, but definitely will not be getting Everend. Thinking about switching back actually to Audible because I might be stupid. I've never listened to an audiobook sample on Audible. Do they have audiobook samples on Audible? Probably. They probably do. Usually I'll listen to the first chapter or first 2 chapters, and if I don't like it, I'll return the audiobook and exchange it for a different one. And that's probably why Audible is like, you can't do that anymore. You can't return and exchange anymore. Even though I only listen to like 1 or 2 chapters and then decide that I'm not judging with it. But if they do have samples, I'll probably just get Audible again, unfortunately. I really thought Everend was going to be the key to success of listening to more audiobooks per month, but I just cannot do the weird uncanny valley sort of narration. So that means that I only successfully read 1 book during that week, which was Phantasma by Carrie. Oh my gosh, I almost said Carrie Maniscalco. No. So that means that I ultimately only finished 1 book during that week, which was Phantasma by Kaylee Smith. I did give this a 3 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed my read for the most part. Like I said earlier in the video, towards the end of the book, I definitely noticed some things were happening as plot conveniences. It seems like there was a lot of kind of filler in the first 2/3 of the book, and where the last 1/3 came in, we could have taken some of that filler out from the first 1/3 and put more meaning, more detail, more character development towards the end. That is my only critique for Phantasma. Well, also, I did not really connect with the romance at all either, but that's okay. I think that that's also part of the wasted time towards the beginning of the book. However, even though I do have those criticisms, it's still a 3 out of 5 star. I consider that to be a pretty decent rating, and I will be continuing this series. The second book does come out in April. So thank you so much for watching this video. I'm definitely going to be doing this sort of vlog again. I really did enjoy the random number generator portion of it. I do prefer that to the reading 100 pages a day challenge. I think that not knowing how much time you're gonna get really makes it interesting. However, I do think that I will make this into a like 2-day, 3-day sort of thing instead of it being a 4, 5, 6 day sort of situation. And I'll also try to plan it a little bit more in advance to where I actually have the time to dedicate to reading. So thank you so much for watching again. Have a great day, and remember, don't sweat the small stuff. Bye.